This lesson's on 4.5, which goes over the rules of exponents. So there's two rules we're going to learn in this lesson. The first is called the product of powers property, and this product meaning multiply. So to multiply powers that have the same base, you simply add their exponents. So for example, if you have a to the m times a to the n, a's are the same base, so we can simply add their exponents. So it's equal a to the n plus n. An example with numbers is 4 to the third power times 4 to the second power is the same thing as 4 to the fifth power. So a lot of times while you could solve for the number, I'll ask you to leave your answer in exponent form. The second is the quotient of powers property. So quotient meaning division. So to divide powers with the same base, subtract the exponent of the denominator from the exponent of the numerator. So if we had a to the m divided by a to the n, it would be a to the m minus n, so the top minus the bottom. And with numbers involved, 5 to the 7th power divided by 5 to the 4th is 5 to the 3rd, because 7 minus 4 is 3. So we're going to go through more specific examples. So let's continue with that product of the powers property. So in this case, we have 4 to the 7th times 4 to the 11th. Since it's multiplication, we add the exponent. So you'd get 4 to the 7 plus 11, which is equal to 4 to the 18th. The second example, which this got messed up a bit, this should be 2 to the x squared, so let's fix it, times 7 to the x to the 6th. So what we're going to end up doing, sorry, this didn't save. I'm going to pause it and fix this for a second. There we go. So my box wasn't working. But in this case, we multiply the two numbers so they can be taken away from the exponents or the x terms. So we can break this down to 2 times 7 times x squared times x to the 6th. We can combine these two, x to the 2nd and x to the 6th, by adding the exponents. So we'll get x to the 8th. And then we simply do 2 times 7 is 14, so our answer would be 14x to the 8th. So I want you to try these blue problems over here, and they also got messed up, so let me fix them and then give them a try. So go ahead and try these problems now. I fixed the formatting, there's some kind of error, but go ahead and try these 5 and bring them with you to class tomorrow. Remember that anytime you have something such as just x, it's equal to x to the 1, or 7 would be equal to 7 to the 1. So don't forget to put that 1 in, or you'll end up with the wrong answer. Example 2 is using the quotient of powers property. Now we have that division. So if we had 9 to the 6th divided by 9 to the 2nd, what we would do is we'd subtract the exponents. So we'd have 9 to the 6th minus 2, which is equal to 9 to the 4th power. In this other example, we have both the numbers and the variables with exponents. So first, let's just not worry about the numbers yet. Let's keep them here. But x to the 12th minus x to the 3rd is going to be equal to x to the 9th, because we've done 12 minus 3. Then, what we can do from the previous section, we learned how to simplify fractions. So 17 is a prime number, but if it goes into 51, which it does 3 times, then we can simplify this to equal x to the 9th over 3, because 1751 is equal to, simplifies to 1/3. So you can still include the 1 up there, but you don't need to. So try these two problems on your own to practice using this quotient of powers property. And the third example is, what if we have a problem that we have to use both? So the first thing we want to do in our order of our operations tells us is we need to do what's on top and treat the top of the fraction as if it's in parentheses and the bottom as if it's in parentheses. So first things first, the top, we can do the addition or the product property. So we keep the 18 because this has a 1 in front of it, n to the 8th plus n to the 3rd. So we'd end up with n to the 11th, and it's still over 81, n to the 9th. We can then simplify these numbers because we know 9 goes into both. This is a pretty easy one. So 9 goes into 18 2 times, and 9 goes into 81 9 times, and we're left with n to the 11th. So 11 minus the 9, because it's division, so we're left with n squared. So our answer would be 2n squared divided by 9. So that's how we can combine using both this product and quotient property. So go ahead and try these two problems at the bottom here that use both of those combined, and see how well you can do with them, and bring them with the class to you tomorrow, along with any questions you may have. That's all for this lesson.